Bales gets one shot in, and JS and God Mode should be able to get one shot in each as well. And that's pretty much speed up the creek without a paddle. There is nothing he can do anymore. And you can even see a shot's gone through to Iron Guard as well. So this is really good from Panthers. He has decided to take the fight. He's lucky to live on 14 HP there, which is going to prompt the extra shot in from Gloucester. Hopefully that one doesn't bounce. Does bring it back to 3-on-3, but there's a massive health advantage right now for the Panthers, and they have more than enough time to catch up to these two tanks. I mean, it's a Super Conk and an M454, both stuck in the corner of the map. They're not going anywhere. Panthers have won the round. They've got two Super Conks late in the game as well, which is a really good sign. There's a chance even that this next shot from God Mode will just finish him off if it's a high roll, and that would pretty much be curtains for Action X if that were the case. CJ might have a chance of getting some more damage in. Not the case, though, because the ram comes through, and that's done and dusted. So 1-0 so far. And Action X, well, I think they're in the bin at the moment. Cthulhu, there's no getting out of this one, unfortunately. 20 seconds ago, killed Bales, and then maybe had a bit of a crack at the rest of the Panthers players. And Bales almost rams and kills speed from above. He's got another chance to get another clip off. Well, he got one more shot off. I think Bales has gotten away with way more than he should have in this one. Now Action X are really going to have to go over the top to commit for some resets, and you can see exactly what that's going to mean. This is what Panthers are hoping for. This is what Panthers want. That's the kind of fight they want to be taking. Gloucester goes over, gets one shot in, but he receives 2 or 3 in response, and slowly but surely, they're going to have to keep doing that, Action X, and inevitably they're going to lose the game. It's a war of attrition. Uber is leading a lot of HP right now. This is still a problem for Panthers. The fact that Uber's gone down is now actually going to force Panthers into making a move themselves. JS one shot. Gloucester might be able to finish him off depending on the reload speeds. It's going to be speed actually in the end that will get it done. So it does fall to God Mode to finish off Gloucester, and this is, I think, a pretty big one from Panthers to sort of let slip by the wayside. God Mode, I don't think he can get the gun depression off the back of the IS-7 there to finish off Gloucester, so has to be someone else. And in that, meanwhile, CJ and Trax are taking up positions in mid. That'll be Bales' job to try to defend against. Not really much he can do in a CS63 solo. So Panthers have really let that one slip. Speed and Iron Guard have done a fantastic job. The fact that neither of those tanks are down yet is absolutely egregious for the Panthers. Twit's going to fire one over the top. God Mode misses a shot as well. And it's just started to get more and more problematic here for the Panthers. Goober, he will win his fight against the IS-7 of Trax, but I don't know if they've done enough here, Panthers, because CJ now has had that opportunity in the back chat to rotate across. He'll take a couple down, and all of a sudden, Action X now have the tank advantage. Bales is on 58 HP, so he's going to be knocked over pretty quick smart as well. And it's really going to all come down to Kubo, who has a damaged engine in that Super Conk and has also been set on fire. So we're going to a tiebreaker. There is no question about it at this point. Action X have pulled off a very nice comeback on Prokhorovka.
Relatively in the same position. Bale's now trying to just sort of go over, but that is a big misplay.
Where's the focus fire? Where's the focus fire right now from Panthers? They're all over the place. Bales goes down the hill to try to save Goober. God Mode and Twit, they've gone forward and decided to sort of take 1v1s. The comms are not there for the Panthers right now, and Action X are running away with the victory. They've got guns in the game. Bales is going to get a free shot through. Iron Guard will go down to Twit. It's still a 4-on-4 very quickly. Back now down to just the 2 for Panthers, and Action X are going to walk away with the victory. They've got the guns in the game. Twit and JS a 2v4, even though they had some pretty sizable HP on their behalf. They're just not going to be able to win this one. JS obviously, a last-ditch attempt through onto Gloucester is not going to connect, and, well, that's it, done and dusted. Comets have done a really good job of being able to take down Dell in that IS-4, but what worries me is they are now in a crossfire between 2 E100s and 2 Super Conks, and obviously the 50Bs, they've already fired, they've already dumped their clips, and this is the problem. Sentinels with that consistent DPS are in the long term going to come out ahead, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Dark Knight and PD Power on the reload, ineffective. They're not even tanks at the moment, they're just punching bags, and the Sentinels are going to roll in and pick up a couple of trades for themselves. Dark Knight and PP Power do come off the reload and start to try to salvage things, but there's just so much HP for the Sentinels still. They're above 6k HP with 3 minutes left on the clock. Comets are done. Atherin, He's losing his 1v1 against Rainbow. And of course, PP Power, he's in a 1v3. So realistically, what is that man going to do but die? This is actually a 5-on-3 because the 50B is still reloading. Rainbow is going to get in there behind Mendicant. We're back to a 4-on-4, and obviously Dark Knight now coming off the reload is going to really look to be effective with this clip. I think this next clip really decides how the rest of this fight is going to go. He's decided to dump it into Rainbow, which, look, I can't blame him. It was the obvious choice, but he's really got to be getting it onto the key tanks, and Dell was one of those. So they've been able to take Dell down. It's now numbers advantage for a brief moment for the Comets. Dark Knight again on the reload. Mendicant is going to be taken down in that meanwhile, and Atherin will not likely win his 1v1 against Return. So unfortunately, just not quite enough done by the Comets. It was a good shout, a good attempt. They've really made it close here, and I think the 50B of Dark Knight has been effective in what it needed to do, but the fact that Sentinels didn't walk into the trap, they found the isolated tank of their own, and they were able to get an advantage, has more or less made this an unwinnable round here from the Comets. It's going to be a fast play down the 0 line, which is already spotted by Return. He's got a bit of free damage in there, and he's starting to back his way up. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of this for Comets because they're going to try and get that damage back down onto Return. And when you're going to go up against the double Super Conqueror, it doesn't really matter what tanks you're in. You are probably going to lose that DPM fight. Dell on the backside as well in the bat chat. He can fire a couple of cross shots over. And Comets, I think they've already lost this round, to be honest, Cthulhu.
Where,
How's
Rainbow
Rainbow's still full HP, by the way?
Oh, look, Rainbow is just built different.
Yeah. Well, Return's going to bounce a shot there as well. Both actually Stife and Return bouncing off one another. But end of the day, I think the big issue here for Comets was that Return was just spotting that line. And it's a big send actually here from Sentinels right now. And they have found Atherin, and they are not letting Atherin get out of here for free at all. Return and Wymo are just going to cyberbully him. Cindy is getting bullied a little bit as well. And they're bringing PP Power across to try and do so, but they do need to be careful. Obviously, Dell in that bat chat, he'll try to come off that reload and come into this fight. I like this push, though, from Comets. I think they can win from here, Cthulhu.
Look, yeah, we could definitely see quite a possibility for Comets to actually win, even just to get themselves one round.
This is, though, not unwinnable for Wymo. Very difficult to win, of course, assuming Comets are going to play it effectively. But he does have a corpse to play hull down behind. That shot in from Stipe is just going to go a little bit wayward. Really good ram, though. And you can see what Wymo's trying to do here. He's trying to get on top of Dark Knight. He's going to try and get that shot through onto him. Damaged ammo right now pretty much wins. This one is unwinnable. Even if he pens that shot, even if he high rolls and kills Dark Knight, Wymo doesn't win this anymore because he's on a massive reload, so... They're doing a lot of damage. They're probably going to take Benny down, but I just wonder where they go from there. I mean, Raspberry's in a position to probably 2v1 critical and whip it. He's obviously got Russian rotating in through the back as well, and JT getting shots in from the side, so it is a 1-for-1 trade, but... it'll end up being a 2-for-1 trade, and Scorpions are looking much better in that department. Raspberry can't quite get the speed to ram. Critical to death, so Russian's going to have to finish that one off. And from here, it's probably game over for Matildas, because I think Russian still has 2 left in the clip. One more for Joe Tora is indeed there.
Yeah, there we go.
And, well, now it's a 2-on-4, so there you have it. Scorpion's going to try and take that leaf out of Matilda's book and see if they can do it a little bit better. Raspberry leading that charge. He has taken a lot of damage so far, but they have kind of been able to isolate Joe Otora here. So there may be a world where it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Joe going down for Raspberry, who actually is still kind of alive at the moment. Obviously, that HP deficit is starting to be brought back by Scorpion slowly but surely. Meanwhile, Matilda's obviously trying to cap out a little bit. They're kind of having troubles with Russian. It's a battle on 2 fronts. I mean, this is beyond impossible to actually cover everything. Knight and Benny, they should never win this fight. And it doesn't seem as though they are. M454's bouncing everything. And so that'll be pretty much that. Raspberry not going to get anything done either. So, yeah, look, a good little turnaround there from Matilda's, because they have isolated the CS63. That's Russian. He hasn't moved. He's dead. There's a bat chat and a 277 on top of him. And JT's already been taken down to 940 HP. So, Crit, he's going to get farmed a little bit. You do have the IS-7 up in A6, but end of the day, it should be a 1-for-1, 1-for-2 now probably, that JT is going to go down as well. Russian's definitely a goner. Critical down, 2-for-2. Oof. How long is Russian going to live for? I mean, has he killed the 277? I think that's from Scorpions have killed the 277 of Whippet, and Dark's run out of ammo. Scorpions have absolutely bamboozled me, and they've bamboozled Matildas as well. This is illegal. It's illegal for Russian to live there.
Hold up. Where? What?
I don't know if JT had an angle in
No,
there as well.
I highly doubt that JT had the hand in there. But yeah, definitely you could sell me on the idea that Knight would have gotten the shots in. But wow, that was a big turnaround.
I'm gonna drive over the top. So here we go.
Oh,
bye, Benny.
Okay. That's an ammo rack.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, actually, because now Scorpions are going to have to dig this out of a bit of trouble. Dark is on fire. That'll help out. Joatora down relatively low. This is still winnable for Scorpions if they can keep JT up. They do not. It's down to a 5-on-3. Very quickly brought back to the 4. And Dark could go down here. He has to be the next tank down. Will be. And Scorpions now in control.
Yeah, Mary is about to get absolutely bullied. Unless Whippet pulls out, again, another ammo rack miracle. Yeah, things are certainly not going to look particularly too great. There's a 3k for Russian. Russian pulls courtesy of Whippet. Yes, Whippet will be able to clip out, get another bit of damage, but it's a little too late.
Too little too late indeed. Bad chat though. I mean, look, can he get out of here alive? Probably not. Oh, that was a HE shot in there as well from Knight. 543 straight into Whippet. 670! They're just bullying him! And they're bullying Matildas out of this game as well.